Hi, welcome to Keeping Runners on the Road. I'm Melody, and we have Dr. Cameron Garber with us here today. Today, we are going to continue talking about the Masters athlete. That's kind of been the theme lately, and that's going to be what we'll be talking about for the next little bit. So today, we want to talk about recovery for the Masters athlete. So Cameron, what do you feel like is the most important part when it comes to recovering?
Yeah, I think you want to train hard, like you want to train in a dedicated, thoughtful way, that you're making sure that you're avoiding injury and doing all the things you need to do to maximize performance. You need to recover hard too, right? And so you've got to recover in a way that's going to maximize performance, maximize recovery. And this is especially important in the Masters athlete because, as we all know, and as I am learning every year, it takes a little bit longer, unfortunately,
We're not
to
in
recover.
High school anymore, right?
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I wish we had learned those types of recovery strategies better in high school, because I think if we had established those habits, we may have avoided some of the injuries and nicks and digs that we've gotten throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be really helpful to make sure that you recover hard as well. So what I mean by that is make sure you take time to recover. And there's a lot of factors in that. So there's obviously that level of like taking adequate breaks, not running, if you're feeling too beat up or fatigued, or running more casually. So like a foundation run or more of a recovery run instead of a workout every single run. There's that level. There's also doing, active recovery or cross training, super important. There's things like foam rolling, massage guns, getting a massage, all of those things. Very, very helpful. Honestly, one of my favorite and what I think is probably the most important way to recover hard is actually doing strength training. That in between your, cardiovascular exercise, your running, swimming, biking type things, you definitely need to take time to build strength as well. And that honestly does more for your flexibility and lack of muscle tightness than just about any other thing. And so really strength training is huge, huge, huge in recovering hard. But making sure that you factor in sleep, nutrition, also critically important. Managing stress, things like that. What have you found with your running that really helps you recover better?
For sure. Well, first thing I think of is massage.
Yeah.
I love massage.
Yeah,
I know
it
a
helps
lot
a
of
ton.
runners love massage. Yeah. So that's something that's helped me a ton. And I just want to add, I really love the term recover hard.
Yeah.
Because it's not like when you're recovering, it's not like a week recovery, like bubble bath. It's like a bubble bath with like the good smelling bubbles and the really nice face mask, and you're in there for an hour instead of just 15 minutes, right? Like you're recovering hard.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think is super important to consider in recovery is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So think
big
about
time.
the stressors in your life. How can you manage the stress in your life? How can you maybe eliminate some of the stress in your life? Because that kind of stuff really plays a role in how you're performing and how you're training.
Absolutely. I think that's so important to really take it seriously, the recovery aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like we talked about, as a Masters athlete, it really becomes increasingly important. So to have a specific plan in place of what you're going to do to recover, and not just leave it up to chance and like, I hope I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight or whatever, like really put some of those plans in place of nutrition, setting out the time to strength train, to do some recovery, to book that massage, to, all of those things where you make that part of your training plan, just like you're putting in like on Thursday, I'm going to run this many miles, or I'm going to run for this many minutes in this heart rate zone. That's how we like you to train. But just like you're going to plan out those things, you should plan in your recovery so that you're making sure that that becomes a priority, and you're making sure that you take care of yourself so that you can really be your best when it comes time to train and to perform.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you have any questions on recovery and training, if you would like us to help you in recovery, we do sports massage, and a lot of our athletes find that very helpful.
Yeah.
Feel free to reach out, and we would love to help you on your athlete journey. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe so you can continue getting tips and tricks on running, and share this with somebody who you feel like needs it. Thanks.